While the team doesn't reject the possibility of a military attack from another country yet, so far the reports seem to favor the theory of the cause being geological in nature. Pictures appear on the screen showing a crater and indentations on the landscape, which prompts the scientists to throw theories like sinkholes or subterranean pockets of gas. Nora interrupts them to point out those craters are clearly footprints, but once again, she isn't taken seriously because footprints would mean monsters, which is a stupid idea. Another interruption comes from Sigrid, who has hacked into the phone of one of the activists and has found live footage of the incident. The destruction is quite disturbing to watch, but before the others can go back to their gas theories, Nora makes Sigrid play the video again, more slowly this time. There's a clearly roaring sound in the background, similar to an animal, and in the shadows among the falling rocks, there's a huge and mysterious humanoid shape. Meanwhile in Lesia, an old married couple wonders what's gotten into their dog, who won't stop barking. Suddenly, the entire house starts shaking, so the couple runs to hide in their basement before everything starts to crumble and the power goes out. Once the shaking stops, the couple comes out to find their house completely destroyed, although the dog at least is okay. Back in the base, the leaders still refuse to believe the footprints could have been left by some kind of giant creature, and Nora points out that whatever it is they need to take action against it instead of sitting on their butts and arguing for hours. Barrett is impressed by her attitude and makes Nora the official scientific advisor, then she's asked to go with Andreas to Lesia to check out the latest incident. On the helicopter, Andreas asks Nora how she became a paleontologist, so Nora tells him she's loved nature since she was a child, and her kiddie love for fairy tales evolved into wanting to look for the real monsters underground. Her mom died when she was 10, and her dad was a professor of origin mythologies and folklore, but the older he became, the less he could distinguish between reality and fiction. This is why Nora hasn't seen Tobias in years. Andreas confesses he wants to be a writer and is excited about the possibility of this incident having supernatural causes, but Nora cuts him off when they arrive at their destination, shocked by the damage to the landscape. The military is already securing the area, and Nora is welcomed by Captain Christopher, who shows them the tracks that came from across the river and into the valley, then make it 2 miles south into the mountains before simply stopping. The soldiers did a full sweep of the area, but they found no other clues. Nora asks the old couple some questions, but they didn't get to see much because a giant moving figure was blocking the sun. They did hear something though, a loud howling that sounded like a very sad melody. Afterward, Nora takes a closer look at the damage and notices a very strange and strong smell that she decides to call hypernature. She also uses UV light to look for biological traces.